we want to know who we're going to be sending a death threat after. So we have 3 choices here for you today. First, let us show you Kuga. Kuga the Dangerous, the Crazy, and also known as the Poisoner. Vulnerable to stealth, fear of grouts, and also has a poison weapon, which is pretty legit. People are saying 1v1s. Oh man. Let's see, what's another one we got? Gubu, my personal favorite name. Bob, can you lead us out with this one? What's special about Gubu?
Alright, so different tactics here. Flammable. So if we go after him, we'll blow lots of things up. Fear of executions, which, again, advanced maneuver here if people aren't aware. If you trigger their fears, that also disables their immunities. So that means that we could use arrows against him or curse him.
Eat it, Gubu. It's my favorite line I've seen so far.
And then let's see.
And so the last guy, which should be Krook.
Krook
the Firebrander.
Sickly. So poisoning this guy would be good.
That would be the worst helmet to fall off of something with. If those spikes go back the other way, oh no.
He's got his Eye of Sauron brand ready to go. Fear of pinning, so if we knock him off the Karagor and then pin his foot to the ground, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Fireproof.
Cool. So we're showing you these guys because we're going to be sending a death threat at one of them. And we wanted you to kind of pick our poison in a way. So who are we going to be fighting? Vote is open now. Remember, it's exclamation mark vote and then the name. So like exclamation mark vote Gubu, exclamation mark vote Krook, or exclamation mark vote Kuga. And we're going to collect that. And during this time, we're going to grab ourselves a worm.
Yeah, okay.
Let's go ahead and let's find one real quick. There you go. Thank you all for the votes. For those of you who are in other locations, we're tracking these votes on Twitch.
As though I've been fighting for 100 years.
May you never learn what it is like to fight for 1,000.
That is actually a pretty deep comment from Mr. Celebrimbor. Let's see. He's just.
Real quick.
I was about to ask. I was like, this doesn't look like worm hunting.
Let's see.
Alright, so we're entering the Wraith world to do this. If you guys recall, it allows you to look through walls, find targets, and right now we're looking, and I'm checking the minimap too. Oh, you're gonna sneak and let him go by?
Yeah, come on. Oh no. Oh no. He's probably a tracker.
Yeah. That might have come out a little loud. You're gonna have to run, good man.
Alright, here we go. Not today.
Alright, it looks like Gubu is taking the lead.
Bring him flight. But at
Eagle
what
Hammer.
cost?
I agree.
The cost to those around him. The cost to himself. The time has come for this debt to be paid. Death's wings beat, and its eyes are focused squarely on you.
Wow, bro. That was a really impressive speech, but I am going to just leave you in the dust now.
It's a beautiful monologue. He's trying to get into a play for Shakespeare. Slawik. Agreed. Alright guys, so it looks like you all voted on Gubu as our target. So I'm going to close. And then people are still asking about streaming shirtless. Post-launch, I think. That sounds like the safest time. Alright, so Gubu was our selected one. Let's go ahead and climb and get one of these worms to help with us.
Looks like he's all.
Thank you, Lord Hewlin. That's very nice of you to say.
See how well they handle the real.
Do not resist.
Alright, so similar to Shadow of Mordor, the death threat requires a worm, so you can, to go off and tell the individual, we're gonna go kill you.
We're going after Gubu?
We're going after Gubu.
Alright, death threat Gubu, we're coming for you.
So Bob, what happens when you death threat?
Alright, so he's going to level up 5 times.
Whoa.
He's also going to go on a special mission. We're going to have to do a little more work to take him on. But he knows we're coming for him, so he'll be prepared.
Right.
And it also means, most importantly, that he will for sure drop at least an epic piece of loot.
Oh, that's fantastic. We're very excited to show you guys this. Because, I mean, some of our epic loot, being that our gear system is one of the new things of Shadow of War, it's just going to be extra fun. I almost said Shadow of Mordor. It's just going to be extra fun to be able to show you guys the extra abilities that you're able to get. And this almost like builds that you can create using these pieces of equipment.
Alright, so Gubu is a savage base class. We're going to have to kill a bunch of his savage followers to bring him out.
Wait, we talked about him earlier, how he was going to be harder because he's a savage tank.
That's true. He's
and
a
you
savage
still
tank.
decided to...
Well, they decided. I didn't.
Oh, I agree.
Alright.
Gubu, soon I will have you. That sounds more like we're gonna dominate him than we're gonna take him out.
Here we go. So 0 of 10. So I got to kill 10 savages. I tend to like to do these quests from the rooftops. Like I try and stay stealthy as long as I can around the fort, because when the alarm goes off, it just gets crazy. I'm kind of a stealth player in general a lot of times.
I consider it to be more an active stealth when you take, because you're not exactly quiet up here. People look up and an arrow comes flying down. So it's a different type of stealth. Like people know you're up there.
So I shot that bait, so hopefully we'll get some friends of the bestial variety in to help in a minute here.
Right. See, True Toast had a question, which was, do we only use worms now for death threats?
Yes. Yes, worms are the way to go to get all intel and death threats.
There is one exception.
Right. You can find the intel pickups in the world too,
right,
on a corpse or on a bulletin board somewhere.
Mm-hmm. So you can find intel that isn't associated just with worms, and you can use that as well.
Let's see. Oh, here's one.
Kier Animes. Wait, Talion says orc names? He does. When you do the death threat, he announces the orc name that he's going after. As we saw a second ago. In the throat. Alright, you have 7 more to go. So there's strategy that can be related to this bit too, because Bob is making sure to just go nice and quick by minimizing, especially because savages will block your attack straight on. So I really like the fact that you've been using Shadow Strikes. That just skips that problem. Here you are, however, doing it your way with an execution. I like it. Reason being, do you have to use a captain to death threat? Reason being, you target a captain with a death threat. But there is also war chiefs, Bob. No war chiefs, correct?
Right. The captains are your death threat targets down in the pit below the fortress. To get a war chief, you have to do his drought mission already anyway.
Right.
And you always use a worm to issue the death threats.
Correct.
Are these guys actually going to fight each other down there?
Maybe.
We're not going to give them a chance.
And the winner is the right orc. Good for you, Uruk. You know, I haven't thought about using that as a strategy to get through the savage's axes. Do the shoulder pound and then knock him over.
It's a good one, knocking him down. Here, I'll try.
There's one to your right.
Another version. Oh, I slid past him. There you go.
There you go with the slide. Let's see. Pro 24 Zach. Bob is playing on normal difficulty right now. It's good to have someone else show. Ooh, Gugu's here.
I hear someone wants me head. Well, here it is. Come and get it.
It's a pretty head.
Yeah. Fear of he leveled up.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
so
fear of execution. That's good.
That's an important one. So yeah. So since he leveled up 5 times, they can, when they level up, they can lose weaknesses. They can gain strength. So he lost that weakness, but we can still use the fear. And let me see what to avoid. Okay,
arrows. Okay.
No ranged. Last.
Okay. Oh, wait. He does. I thought he had the other one, the second wind kind of thing.
Oh yeah, no. This is the if you're alone with him. So
yeah.
I don't actually want to clear out all of the buddies around him. I should focus on him while he's in the middle, and he's a tank, so that's gonna take a while. Here we go.
All right, let's do this. So strategically, we're going to make sure to use execution on him because that'll daze him, which will make him easier to attack because he won't attack back, and he'll also be grabbable. So you have full might, so you can go ahead and rock it. Little Mirian piece, we'll pick that up later. And then remember that in this area, there should be plenty of things to drop and shoot around him. Like that Karagor, for example.
You've gone to a lot of trouble to get me out here. I know you want me dead, and the feeling's mutual.
Good for him. Perfect.
So, okay, so remember, since he's dazed, I can bypass the immunity to ranged and get a few headshots on him.
Help shot.
Oh no, I could have if I had
That was
arrows.
an amazingly Matrix moment, though, to see that hammer with a mace right by your head. Oh man. So to your left, there is Elf Shot. So and it's on the lower through that bridge.
All right.
There's also a fire pit.
Try and take advantage of the dazed.
He's out of it
He's
now.
out of it. All right.
Oh no.
Karagor.
Oh no.
Karagor, out of my way.
Smash C, it looks like he's been crying, his mascara's running. I mean, I could see it. Orcs are very emotional creatures. So you got the fire pit and the grog barrel right there.
Here we go.
All right, let them get a little closer.
Oh, this is a nice, juicy group.
Perfect. And you got 20, so you have full another execution go here.
Oh, nice.
We're gonna do the slice first.
The double execution.
Ooh, he's down and broken.
And the fear triggers again.
Fear's triggered. Oh, long time.
Oh no,
oh, long
didn't get
time. Oh man. Let's see.
Flaming Karagor knocked him down.
I love it. Let's see. Antares Luna 038 are tanks larger than other troops. Tanks. This guy right here we're fighting. Who we Gubu.
Oh, here we go.
No, this isn't over.
Shoot.
Not yet.
Right, he's a tank.
Yeah. Death defying. I was hoping he was gonna do that. There's the grog barrel too, which will right next to you. It's gonna be on the right side. Give it a quick.
Oh, there's
poison.
spiders. We got
Oh,
spiders.
because that's right. We unlocked the spider move. So when you attack, there we go. That was awesome. Can you say gotcha every time they try to scare Talion with words? Gotcha, man. Will do.
This again? No.
So not a dank tank, a dark tank, and that is a tank. He's just like tanks can be Uruk size. They're not necessarily bigger, but you could find like an Olog that has tank as well.
I need to get. Oh no.
Oh Bob. Oh no.
Oh, he's
Oh, he's taking advantage of it.
healing. I gotta knock him out of this.
Destroy the tower.
Oh, he's arrow proof.
Okay.
You gotta knock some of those Karagor bits down, man.
You're right. Okay, where are we? Where are we?
Running towards us
All
physically.
right, here we go.
There you go.
Follow me.
You're gonna run underneath the Karagor baits, just above your head.
Oh, whiff.
3 feet in front of you.
I need to get my hit counter up.
Throw him into the lava.
Need another execution.
All right, you almost have. Block that. You should be there. Oh, one more hit.
Oh, he's
Oh, he's
adapted to
adapted.
this. Oh, jeez.
Oh noes. Oh noes. But people are recommending that we gain allies.
Oh, there it is.
We don't need no allies.
All right.
Death threat honored.
All right, let's see what he drops.
All right.
Everybody get out of here.
Ooh, an epic rune.
Be afraid. All right, it's got some XP.
All right, go ahead and grab that. Sun rune.
All right. Sunroom from Gubu the Jaded.
Right.
So we can always remember you.
So one of the ideas with Epic, you guys can see that there's an increase in how much focus, because rings increase your focus, which is what allows you to send out Killer Brimbor as a Wraith, or increase your chain when you're doing Shadow Strike, how many chains that you can attack and things like that. Also, we have a challenge associated with it, and we have an ability that's currently unlocked.
Right, so the rare pieces will have a bonus property. Epic pieces will have 2 bonus properties, one that you get right out of the gate. So we already have 41% chance to recover all health when killing a captain. And then the locked bonus property, recover 11% health per second while we're in Elven Rage, requires us to kill an enemy during Elven Rage. So
That's going to be a fun one, actually.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Recover 8 health per second when Elven Rage is active. Oh, that's cool. So it's kind of like an Elven Rage build sort of inspired.
yeah, so let's equip this.
Let's track the challenge as well.
Track the challenge and see where we're at on the Elven Rage meter.
Right, we're almost there.
We're getting there.
Yeah. Do you want to go off and do a second death threat, and then in that process
Sure.
we can complete this one?
Let's find another
Go
worm.
ahead and grab that gem too while we're at it.
Oh,
Yeah, that'll be a helpful thing. These this particular gem will actually increase damage on our weapons if we slot it into one of our weapons. Let's see. Let's open up the vote again for all y'all to do that real quick. So it was Krook and Kuga were the last 2 that we had. So let me make sure I'm not going to accidentally flip our camera around a bunch. I will not. Krook, Kuga. So we're going to reopen that vote. Krook and Kuga. Remember, it is !vote Krook or !vote Kuga. And then we'll choose out of one of those 2 guys who we should go for real quick. And we already have ready to go. So we're going to make it quick because it's...
Short vote.
Yeah.
Who are we going after next?
Let's see. Currently, Krook is in the lead.
Krook the Firebrander.
Yeah. Still in the lead. Vote Aslar. For those of you voting Aslar, you might want to. It will track your vote. It just is known as an invalid vote. Let's see. Kruga. I keep saying Kruga. Krook is still consistently up top. All right, let's do Krook. We're doing Krook.
All right, so mark him with the death threat. Jared, do you want to tackle this one?
Oh, hell yeah. Would love to. I put, yeah, I'll float that right there. Thank you, good man. All right, so we're gonna go after, I like the Sun Rune. That's exciting. It's the extra focus is always a super helpful one. Should we equip our gem that we just picked up as well?
Oh yeah, good call.
Yeah, let's do that real quick. Let's grab that. So if you guys haven't seen this yet, you can unlock gem spots, and the first one free, 1,000 to unlock each one at that from Mirian, which they were dropping in the middle of the fight.
Right.
And it's actually, let me go slow for this. I'm just running through this because I wanted to show you guys the death threat.
Right. So every gem has 3 different things it'll do. If you put it on one of your weapons, it'll increase the damage of the weapon. If you put it on the armor or the cape slot, it has a more broad-ranging increase, but of a lower intensity. And then if you put it on the rune, then it's going to apply more to your followers. The ring is all about domination, so it's going to buff your allies. So we just threw it on the sword, so we're just going to do a little bit more damage with our sword all the time with the little red rune.
That's the idea. Let's climb up.
Or gem, rather.
Actually, here's some of an example of intel that's just left around, which is, we already put the death threat on the guy, so we don't need to do another one.
Yeah. Okay, so where is this guy? Oh yeah.
Should be right here.
You found it.
Yeah. Boop. Into the fire. So what do we have today? Releasing his drakes. Oh, that's gonna be a fun one.
Nice.
Let's see, Maverick 45er. Sorry, I didn't want to talk over Talion. So the way you find gems are treasure orcs, are one of the ways, or killing large beasts like drakes or graugs.
Also, you'll see the tribal monuments around the zone, and if you destroy those monuments, you get some XP and a gem out of that as well.
Oh yeah, exactly. Let's see. Let me just quick stabberoonies.
So you got to release his 2 drakes.
It's 2 drakes, okay. So that should be just in that direction. So it's a bit of a race in that way. Let's see, we have a question. The damage about the followers, is it also done during a pit fight? What an interesting question. Bob?
What's the question?
The question was, if you were adding a red gem to one of the ring, would that increase the follower damage in a pit fight?
That is a good question. To be honest, I don't remember whether it is based on the guys who are within a radius of Talion. Since it's it's powered by the ring, so if the ring is nowhere nearby, I don't remember how far away we made that viable. So I'll have to do some experiments and see.
Right. I think this might be the first time we've shown drakes in these cages like this on our live stream. We showed that we had the let's get a good look at it real quick. We've had this before in
the fort assaults, right?
Yeah, the fort assaults.
Yeah, normally they line these things up at the gates during the fort assault, so it breathes fire out through the gate to mess up the oncoming attackers. But
we'll on fire.
We're kind of sneaking in here before they're prepped for defense.
All right, let's get out of here. It's a little angry. So I saw a couple people asking questions that were unrelated to our death threat stuff. Just as a reminder to keep the questions, Ed's shooting at me, keep the questions focused to what we're discussing today.
This death threat got me curious. Out of all the orcs in Mordor, what drew you to me, eh? Makes me want to cut you open and see what makes you tick.
Alright, okay, so he's still sickly. This one will probably go a lot faster. And he's still afraid of hitting.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Sickly is going to work pretty well. So, I don't recall. Let me check. I'm being lit on fire.
There's a drake.
Let's see. Let's go ahead and let's set our power shot to sickly.
Oh, nice, yeah.
That's right there. Yeah, so you can, remember how you guys can switch your augments on your abilities? We're going to switch to poison real quick, because we had it unlocked already.
Yeah, so that's a good reason to unlock more augments on every abilities, doing your on-the-fly strategizing. We already have the A and X AoE cord to work for poisoning too. Whoa!
We have our fire friend here. Let's see. Looking at another question. What is the difference between Shadow Mordor death threats and Shadow War death threats? Well, the biggest difference is the fact that there is our gear system. I mean, so now you're going to be having people unlocking significantly more interesting. Oh, he already fell off.
No.
I looked at him really hard. Make a friend.
Nice.
All right, so he's sickly.
So let's see if there's a barrel you can poison and shoot.
Every orc
Oh, the spiders.
Oh, the spiders will work great too.
Hot iron on seared flesh. Soon I will brand you as well, and show all of Mordor I own you.
He's a mortar player. He likes to brand. All right.
There's a barrel.
There's a barrel. Get it all nice and poisoned. That Drake is just following us. Come
Nice
on.
move.
Come on, friend. All right, he's gonna be a little bit of a jerk, so I'm gonna just take him over myself.
Is he distracted by your beast there? Oh yeah, bring him to you. Nice.
There we go. All right. Stay right there. Stay right there. Stay. Good man.
Quickly, and remember the fear of pinning too. So
Right.
As soon as he gets up, you just pin his foot, and he'll lose his immunities. And
Right. I'm actually waiting for the poison to stop. Hit him with the poison
oh,
shot.
nice.
Oh, fire again. And the
Oh,
Drake
boy.
is killing me. Oh, Drake. Hi.
Can you get runes and gems that make you resistant to poison or fire? Oh, nice.
His last
Wow.
thing he tried.
Whoa.
Fire explosions.
Uh,
Gotta get it. All right.
and also your Elven Wrath looks like it's full.
Completely full.
So if you can find a group, get a big group around you, and we could just
Get
take
10 people.
Take this challenge out in one go.
Oh, that's awesome. Let's see what we have for the. I'm gonna get some health real quick. See what also we have for our cloak. So within the cloak, currently Ranger's cloak. This is the Rohirrim cloak from Krug. Set a beast on fire. That's gonna be a nice quick one.
That'll be quick. And 84 health recovery per beast kill.
That's cool.
If we unlock it, increases the duration of fire inflicted on enemies by 100%. So
That's nice.
that'll be good.
It's like a bit of a combined.
That's the other nice thing is that like if they're on fire for longer, then as they run around screaming, they spread it more since it's all connecting and spreading throughout all the wooden structures now.
That is perfect. Daisy Warrior 2 wants to know how many licks it takes to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop. I feel like he's just making fun of our statement about sticking to the questions and what we're discussing.
Well, obviously it's 3.
Obviously. I have seen the commercials. This is true. Those drakes are being very difficult. Alright, It looks to be a group over here. This feels like a group.
If you get their attention and get them raising the alarm.
Oh, get the alarm to go. Yeah. Yeah, let's get the alarm to go. First, let's set this beastie on fire.
Oh yeah, good idea.
So, and there's also an important note to keep in mind, which is that you can unlock multiple things at once. Alright, it won't count if the Drake sets it on fire. I have to set it on fire. But if you have multiple items on you, you can unlock multiple items at once.
Complete.
Let's go ahead and upgrade it too.
Yeah.
Oh, we haven't shown the upgrade yet. This is my favorite bit right now. So
we go from the level 41 epic Rohirrim cloak, which we know is from Krook the Firebrander here, but when we upgrade it, turn it into its perfect form, it'll get a little bit more Tolkien-y.
It'll increase stealth. It will potentially increase how much health recovery per beast kill we get as well.
So let's see what happens to it.
And it costs 25 million, which if you guys see we have 10,050. We actually picked up 50. I ran and grabbed a
along
treasure
the
arc.
way.
Yeah. And I saw a question of animal abuse stream. It's fine. He's okay, but it's also we knew how to burn him real quick to get him. 39.
So now this has become a level 44 Firekeeper.
Right.
And a cloak once worn by a sadistic lord who liked to burn his enemies. So yeah, so that's the other thing to note that we didn't talk about is the properties on the gear are influenced by the interactions you're having with the orcs. So that guy was the Firebrander. He had his whole fire thing going on. We lit him up. We had drakes breathing fire all over him the whole time. So all those interactions were pushing the likelihood that we would get a fire-related property out of him. So if you're on the hunt for specific gear, you can try and kind of focus your hunting on guys with those properties and exploit those properties and push yourself further down the tables of likelihood to get the type of property you're looking for. So we got fire stuff going on this guy because he was the Firebrander and we lit him up.
All right. And also, just quick answer. So a couple people were asking if you can death threat and Overlord. Overlord is still in the fortress, so no. It's the people who are outside the fortress.
Only way to fight an Overlord is to go through the assault and get into the inner keep.
Right. And then also I saw a question related to if they're your follower. If they're your follower, no. It's
right.
They're your follower. I want to take a note at the lining on our cloak. Like, I love that it was just a green cloak, and now it has the gold lining to it.
That's the other thing about upgrading. Visually, it gets more detailed and a little fancier when you upgrade them too.
Look at that. So the extra shiny. Hey, thanks, Karagor. Give me a chance to show everyone off my cloak. You've got to be fashionable, Mordor. And the Drake is here too.
All right.
So have we gotten enough people yet to?
That Drake is also like clearing guys out. As they come.
It's
so
kind of being difficult for that. We could do another mission real quick to see if we can bring a lot more people.
Maybe. Oh,
he's picking up a dude.
Nice.
So yeah, they're not making it easy for us to get 10 kills.
We need that guy. Bring him back. Set him down.
Let's see.
Unload our Elven Rage on him.
Right. Let's go ahead and it's time-wise. We have about 12 minutes. Do you want to go after a legendary guy and talk about that a little bit?
Sure. Let's hunt down a legendary dude. Cool. I know there's one in here.
Let's go ahead and here we go. So death threat as well, or shall we just go after him? Because
Let's just go for him real quick.
All right.
Because he's already got legendary gear that's going to drop, so the death threat would just make him tougher, which that would make it a little more likely to get higher level, but it's not going to push the quality of the gear up
He's
at all
just
on him.
So wonderful. Let's see.
Whoa! Yeah, headshot him. Maybe you can ride him over there.
I mean, we could ride him over there. I think it would be cool. I do feel we should take an opportunity to admire some of the running.
All right.
Not against it, though. Let's see.
So, if there's any archers up or dudes along the way, shadow strike your way down the path a bit.
Down the path a bit. I want to. Yeah, I think.
Or climb up and talon strike your way down the path a bit.
I like that too. Actually, pretty close to it. So I'll start doing. Let's bring in a friend real quick too. That adds a nice little bit of speed. Oh, wait. Should we stick here though to see if we can do the unlock? Because they just.
That's a good point.
Did the alarm?
They just raised the alarm in this outpost, so gather up some.
And then I'm gonna. Here we go.
Hey everybody.
Like face plant the guy. All right, 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry, friend. We can't have you doing this when we're. All right, I'll just send him away. All right. Oh, we got a couple more up here. Perfect. It's almost enough. That Drake is making this difficult. Yeah, this Drake is legitimately interrupting our trying to unlock our Elven Wrath.
Oh, there's a ton of guys over there. Maybe you can pull it off anyway.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, this looks good. Here we go.
Here we go. Elven Rage.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes!
Nice.
All right. Let's go ahead and unlock this ability too.
I see. Can you death threat and then brand them? You can definitely send a death threat, and then when you go face the guy, you break him, just recruit him instead of killing him. Obviously, you won't get the epic gear, but you will get a new follower who is now 5 levels higher than he used to be. So.
Right. Let's go ahead and so 11 health per second, 41% chance when all right, 168.
Let's upgrade that beast. Something new.
There we go.
About time I had a change of pace. So a lot of times you'll get a nice little quote from your fallen enemy when you upgrade these things. So Star Claimer now has a quote from Gubu the Jaded, so you'll always remember him.
There's another question that I think is interesting, which is what happens if you skip the death threat mission? Shame? Question mark.
He will make fun of you, but he's just getting stronger and stronger.
Let's see. I'm gonna do a Shadow Strike or a Talon Strike over there real quick. All right, just because I see people requesting it real quick. Where is that? There it is. Just so you guys will, because you keep seeing the requests.
Sauron's domain is now much smaller.
All right, wait for this. Off and badassery.
Nice.
Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and Nazu the Pathfinder.
What's he up to?
So
Ghoul hunt.
Talon Strike. I'm not going to say your name, man. Talon Strike. That's the basically you could Shadow Strike to a flat ground piece, something below you, or with a nice little angle. Leading hunt for ghouls in the ghoul hunt. Gotcha, Wolfsbane.
Right, lads. Let's bring these monsters in close and keep an eye out for the matron.
If you miss a death threat, can you re-death threat? Yeah, you can send another death threat to the same guy later on and keep pushing on him.
Beast fodder. Cursed weapon, epic Karagor rider.
Gang of hunters.
Gang of hunters. Yeah, so he's gonna be a bit of a tough one. But I mean, if we gotta drop some beasts on his head, which hold on, we'll start with some flies.
Wait, isn't he enraged by that? No, he's terrified? Wait, I'm so confused.
I misread something as well. Gain the title the Gutless.
Okay, so you just freaked his shit out, and now he's been so embarrassed that his name has changed to the Gutless.
Yeah.
He's
behind us.
You gotta get him.
Oh, we got him. We got him. Kick.
Kick him off his Karagor. Oh, and he's got the dire Karagor too, because that's probably because he's got a legendary mount.
There we go. Hold on. Let's make the Karagor a friend because he's Oh, gotta get the Karagor. There we go.
Oh yeah.
All the ghouls are going after him too.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, look at him go! They're just numping at him.
It's a fun note with the dire Karagors. I don't know if you've ever seen this before, but if you mount a dire Karagor and you got other normal Karagors around,
yeah,
they'll often just fall in line and follow.
Really?
Because he's the pack leader.
I didn't know that.
Nice little touch.
Oh, wrong guy.
Oh, chopping his arms off.
The camera was looking in a little bit in the face, but there we go.
There we go.
Cool, so we'll take this guy out. So once you got him terrified like this,
yeah,
you can just stealth attack to like.
It's the same thing as exploiting a fear that's those temporary dazed fears, like turns off his immunities.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you took him down with the stealth kill.
I did. Ooh.
Right.
Bow time. Oh, this is right. We can chat to this a little bit.
So the bow of beasts. So we've got the legendary feral bow. So we can see the legendary property of this bow is it reduces your mount cooldown by 10%. Mm-hmm. And then there's the set bonuses for the feral set. So we've got shadow mounting unbroken Graugs. If you can get 2 pieces of feral gear on at a time, that means that's a huge shortcut. Like,
oh yeah.
You bump, especially if you bump into an elemental Graug, those guys take a lot to work down. So
right.
Just bypassing that, hopping right on and wrecking with them is awesome. And then the 4-piece set shadow mounting unbroken Drakes. So the other thing to note here, the legendaries can be upgraded multiple times, while the epics and rares you just do once and you bring it up a good chunk.
Right.
The legendaries will they can stay with you forever. They can be useful and valuable all the way to max level. And so we've got these escalating challenges instead of just the one challenge. You got the escalation of so in this case, recruit an orc from the feral tribe that's level 40 or higher, and that'll bring this piece all the way up to level 40. It's at 37, so it was already fairly close in this case, but like if you got one early in the game and it was level 15 or something,
right,
then you could still, like, at this point you could get a level 40 feral guy, recruit him, and then upgrade your old legendary piece that had sort of fallen in power, bring it back to a fresh place where it's usable again later in the game.
Right.
The other thing to note here is we've got 2 of these because you had already gotten one of these feral legendary bows, so we can see a little bit of that differentiation. So we've got
14 versus 13 arrows for one.
Yeah, so different ammo count, but we've also got the property. So even though some of these properties are the set legendary piece properties, there's still a randomly rolled property on the legendary pieces. So if you're trying to min-max like a very, very specific build, you can see the difference here is 40% chance that headshot curses enemies on this one versus 41% chance that headshot poisons enemies on that one. And so there's that, just another example of your interaction with the guy mattering,
right,
and being like this really lightweight crafting almost of like if you're trying to get the perfect piece of gear, you drop flies on him, terrified him with the cursed Morgai flies,
right,
so it has this curse property on it. That other one, I'd be willing to bet you had some kind of poison interaction with that guy,
right,
to get the poison headshots property. So
and also to let you guys know that it's when you kill a guy or interact with their particular weakness or fear, it's a nudge.
Yeah, it's not a guarantee.
Yeah.
Like the guy that we just dropped flies on, like we could have exploited other fears or weaknesses along the way in the battle, and it would have nudged a few different elements towards being more likely than others.
Right.
There's still some randomness there, but you can influence it a bit.
Right. I saw a couple questions that popped up. I was going to track this real quick so you guys can see that similarly to the epic gear, you can still track it, so you know, like, you have that in mind and know what to do.
Nice. So that's actually the other good use of the death threat. If we were to go into the hierarchy and find a feral guy, if he's not quite to level 40, you could death threat him to boost his level up high enough that you could recruit him to satisfy your challenge on the legendary gear.
All right. I saw an interesting comment that people were asking about how we stealth killed the guy who's running from us. It's like, so when they're running from you like that, they have their back on you, which allows you to stealth kill. And running grunts, that works as well. And so it works.
It's when they're terrified.
When they're terrified, yeah.
It's not just if they're retreating or they happen to be running. Like, if they're aware of you and they're not completely emotionally destroyed, then you can't do that. But if they're terrified, you've dropped the flies on them. If they're a grunt, that'll terrify them. If you do a brutalize and scare the other guys around, those kinds of things, then you can stealth kill guys who are running in just pure panic.
Right. I'm admiring this guy in the little cage pushing the Omag who's spinning the drill.
Nice. Somebody's got to push it.
There was a couple other questions that I saw, which I'm going to switch back to us, and we'll take a couple of these questions.
Houses beast more fearsome than any in Mordor. You'll be facing fangs and claws. You'll be devoured. Tear down our banners if you can. We will replace them with your head. Not today, Brian. Not today, Brian.
Not today, Thrak. Not today.
Shadow of War. Nothing will be forgotten.
Eat it, Larry! Eat it, Gary!
Eat it, Naruk.
Shadow of War. Nothing will be forgotten.